Ayman, briefly, would like to hear your point of view. You have been working with many scholars of the world since for, many years. What are the bottleneck issues coming from the scholar, if any, and how do you manage to resolve this issue while working with the scholar? Because they are the endorser, they need to be converted to believe in your product, sukuk product structure.
Yeah, tough question to ask on this podium. But
no, we're not hearing to you. You can speak whatever you want.
No, I think the key thing that a number of participants in this industry have been asking for, and luckily lately we've been seeing progress made, is the institutionalization of the Sharia advisory function. In other words, just as law firms, accounting firms, investment banks are institutions where you have hierarchies and chains of command, that will be something important in the Sharia scholarly world, where you can't always probably reach the Sharia advisor because of the amount of work they have, but there have to be back offices where or deputies who you can reach in the first instance to run an idea by them, who can coordinate directly with the scholars as and when they're available. And then when the time comes where you have a document to something that documents that product, which could be anything from a diagram to a simple term sheet, you can have that opportunity to sit with the scholars or on a conference call. We've covered so much on a conference call. Not everything requires everybody to travel to get things done. So basically the institutionalization aspect is important. Another initiative which actually the industry has to embrace and the scholars support it, I think the industry has to embrace in the first instance, which I think is something that I also had looked at one point, which is involving more junior Sharia scholars on advisory boards. And I think the reason why I say the industry has to embrace it, because the choice of the Sharia scholars ultimately, or recommendation, comes from the Islamic banks or Islamic institutions or non-Islamic institutions who want to have a Sharia board. And if they are pushing it and the scholars are comfortable with it, then the Islamic investors will by default be comfortable with it as well. So that's also another thing that probably there is a real need to focus on. And of course, research and development is very important, and that's again something that as an industry we have to focus on to embrace the new, trends we're seeing in this market. I was talking to Mukhtar from Amani earlier about a number of things, especially the technology venture capital side of things, to environmental, socially responsible products, to a number of other initiatives where we are behind, and actually it's an opportunity in a way, because you're not playing catch up, since the rest of the world is also playing catch up with those trends. It's probably about time to ride that bandwagon and try and add or add input to this initiative. So generally speaking, it's literally the institutionalization that we all feel we need more of. And I know with Amani we've had that, because there are different people in different offices, which also helps us in terms of the time zone differences. And of course, the new scholars have to have the understanding of not just, of course, Sharia, but also economics and the English language capabilities, because of the nature of our industry and the fact that it's now cross-border.
Okay, thank you.